Hey guys, I'm talking to Motorsport here. Windows to do. This time it's a bit of a mix of videos because, as you can see here, Misano was completely full wet, and yeah, we didn't exactly have the best of race to Misano. As you'll find out, well, actually you won't find out. My clips from Misano have broken, and same for Aragon, so you won't actually have many clips for either of these races. So you also have Thailand in this video. So we have 3 MotoGP races all in a video, and it's not going to be much going on, I can tell you that. Misano though, we've had a huge crash just in qualifying, and we did in the race as well. As you can see, JJ as well, he got a few clips for us in the race, so thankfully we do have something to commentate on. Going through turn 2 is JJ. Out of turn 2 he goes, and into turn 3, this tricky right-hander. You have to be very careful on throttle. JJ isn't, he's had a huge high side there, ending one of his qualifying laps. Meanwhile, one of our qualifying laps, 1.5 second up by the looks of it. Kris on pole at the moment. Can we get pole position here for the Misano Grand Prix? We've got 1 corner to go in this one. Got to hit the apex nice and neatly up into gear 2. Short shifting in the MotoGP bikes in the rain. Exactly what you want to do. Coming to the line, is there another pole position? Yes, it is. And we are through into the front row of the grid. Now, on another one of our laps, with only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go on the clock. Out of that, into turn 6, this tricky left-hander. Very tricky in the wet, as you see a lot in real life. And we have dumped it at turn 6. Now I need to get this bike back upwards and back onto our lap pretty quickly. Meanwhile, with 3 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock, JJ starting on his lap. Into the last corner, JJ goes, and on the rear, he loses the rear, and he's had another high side. JJ's back down on the ground as well. Now, as JJ crashed it earlier, I know I have to be cautious through turn 3. We are nailing it through turn 3. Now it's turn 4, this right-hander. This is one that everyone struggles with. And we are back down on the deck. The front says, no you don't, it's throwing me up the road. Now my final qualifying line, well, lap should I say. Through turn 6, we've had some troubles. So we've had more troubles, and we're back on the floor again. And that is the end of my qualifying session this time. And let's see if anyone can beat me off pole position, which luckily they didn't. So we keep pole position. So moving on to the race then. We don't actually have any of my clips in the race, so we're just gonna have to see what happens here from JJ's point of view. And it's so on. JJ's had a huge crash, and JJ's dumped the Yamaha. Now JJ also into turn 4, this right-hander, he has to be careful into here. He's missed the apex, and he has still on full on the brake. When it's turn, he's also tucked the front. Now moving on to lap 7, into turn 1, JJ goes, got to hit the apex, and he's back down on the ground at turn 1. Now, he's got blue markers, because Kris, who is currently winning this Grand Prix, is in front of him, and he has to let through the leaders, so good job there by JJ. What? JJ's crashed with Kris. Kris is the back marker. They've come together somehow. We won the Grand Prix, but the stewards say we didn't, so we come P2. Kris won that Grand Prix. Now, into this one, as through the corkscrew we go. JJ's messed up completely, and JJ's on the deck. And me and Kris have a race-long battle, I will say that. And thankfully, this one I have more pace than Kris at, so we did manage to win this Grand Prix. But we got a 3.5 minute penalty. Luckily it was removed because it was false. Like, I genuinely, you cannot quarter cut 3.5 minutes around here. JJ is trying his absolute hardest to do so though. And he's into the gravel now, and the last corner. JJ, what are you doing? JJ's back on the floor. Now, that was Aragon. Kris won it, but actually I won it. So technically, if you look at it, we got the same amount of points for the last 2 races. So Thailand was next up. What happened in Thailand? We're on board with Kris this time. Do we actually have any clips? Yes, we do in this one. We actually didn't have any problems with this one. My bike's come back on the track like a madman. It's taking out Kris. So Kris is on a great lap, but it's been wrecked by my bike. That's quite funny, to be honest. Now, 5 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. Through the last corner I go. On the rear. Got to get a good exit. Yes, we do. Coming to the line. Is it pole position? Yes, it is for now. Provisional pole is taken. Now, can we improve on this lap time? I don't know. Out of turn 3 we go. On the exit. On the AstroTurf. We've been on the AstroTurf 4, and it's always ended up like this. I had a huge barrel roll with my bike as well. And I'm afraid that might just be my qualifying done, unless, well, my bike's still alive. I don't know how it is, but it is. Trick Nick has dumped it on the Rexall Honda as well, out the final corner. Now, as Trick Nick's back down, and I'm down as well. Oh, this is going horrendously. This is not the Grand Prix I wanted at all. Well, qualifying anyway. But we get pole position. Kris in P2, Trick Rick is P3, and JJ is P4. Right, 10 red lights here, and the Thailand MotoGP Grand Prix is underway here. Can we get the star we're looking for and beat Kris into turn 1? Remember, we are championship rivals with just a few races to go now. It's going down to the wire. We've made contact with Kris. Kris is on the floor. Yes, that is fantastic news for my championship, and already we've made contact. Right, now I just got to go for plan A and absolutely go from this now. Kris being on the floor wasn't really part of my plan at turn 1, but it's worked out in my favour because we are still upright, and now we can just pull away and hopefully win this race with ease. Moving on out of later on in the lap, shall we say, on the curb there, going into his right-hander. JJ's crashed further back. Oh, he's not having the race he was looking forward to either. He had great pace going into this one, I will say that, but he just couldn't get it all together in the race, and sadly he's dumped it, and Kris is back into P3. That's crucial. Kris in P3. I wonder what the gap is to P2 as we go through this split. As Kris is now into P2 as we get a gap 8.2 seconds as our lead out of out of lap 1. That's pretty remarkable stuff, having that big of a gap so early on. Now going on to lap 2 and into the last corner go on lap 2. Got to hit the apex here. Don't quite get it nailed, but it's still the fast lap of the race. Yes, it is. It's an improvement on my lap time. Now through this fast left right once again. Next lap though. And on this straight, I don't know what to call this straight really. I think I should have come up with a name for it. Into the last corner we go though. And on the exit as well. Pretty nice and smooth. Just got to get this bike to the end now. As with another fast lap of the race, we're really extending our advantage on Kris here by going faster and faster and faster. Into the last corner we go once again. Oh, this time our locks run out. And we have tucked the front at the final corner. And, well, that's going to damage my lead, that's for sure. Trick Rick has dumped it on the rest of Honda again somewhere. I don't even know where he's dumped it. Now into the last corner. Can we keep upright this time? Yes, we can. And out the final corner we go. Oh, the wheelie bike wheelies there. Quite a bit. We said fast after the race. And as we looked at that, the bike wheelies more. And we are back on the floor again. Well, how far back is Kris now? Because I know Kris wasn't too far away before we've dumped this bike. Right, I need to hurry up here because otherwise Kris could be on our tail. Well, Kris is there or thereabouts. I think he's actually right behind us. Yes, he is. Kris has had an amazing run here. Out of the last couple of corners, into the final corner we go. Is Kris going to send it up my inside? I don't know if he is. Yes, he is. Oh, he's crashed and he's taken me out with him. He's tucked the front and taken me out. Exactly like Marco Bezzecchi and Bastianini a few years back in Moto3. Somehow we come out still with the lead of this Grand Prix. Now, final lap of the race. How far back is Kris? Making a mistake there as well. Into the last corner we go. Is Kris going to send it one more time? Thankfully, this time he doesn't. And we managed to hold on to another Grand Prix victory. And well, the gap's now 9 points, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere around there. Thank you guys so much and have a great rest of your day. And goodbye. Bye.